You know, I remember a time last gen when PlayStation fans were like, hey, we'll never pay for PlayStation Plus. We'll never pay to play online. We don't do that. Sony would never do that to us. It's an optional thing. Even when PlayStation Plus did come out, they're like, you're not forced to do it. It's optional. They'll never make you pay to play online. Well, now we know that's not true. And we also know that Sony keeps jacking up the price. What's up, everybody? Crapgamer here with Crapgamer Reviews. Back with another video. Thank you guys for checking it out. I really do appreciate it. So anyway, it seems like PlayStation Plus prices had just increased not too long ago, and now they're increasing again in the UK and Europe by quite a large margin, and a lot of people are just seem to be okay with it. The damage control, like I'm checking out the articles and things like that on the different sites, and a lot of the comments are, well, it's worth it, we get what we pay for, it's a good price, Sony's really delivering for the gamers this year, it's okay. So that has me thinking, like, when did the change happen, right? When did it, because it was gradual. Like, if you look at the people that were just, oh, I'll never pay to play online because I already pay for internet, that was the big argument last gen, right? We all know this. And if you're a PlayStation fan and you're listening to this, you know you were probably part of that argument as well, that you would never, ever, 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 ever pay to play a game online, and yet here you are paying to play online, and that's just, you know, one of the funny little hypocrisies that I love about gaming so much. Now, it's raised again, right? They raised the prices again, and yet people are just like, you know, it's okay. Like, for me personally, if Microsoft were to try to raise Xbox Live $10 right now for the year, I would be pretty pissed off. That's a pretty significant jump, especially given that they have all these other services already on Xbox Live to increase revenue, like Game Pass, EA Access. Even though that's not theirs, I'm sure they see some of that. You know, they have enough. So I would be pissed off and talk about this. And you better believe that the big media sites would be talking about this too if Microsoft were going to do it. Now, I do see it being reported in some of the smaller sites, but none of the real big sites are really covering this right now. And I'm sure if they do, they damage control it just like the Sony fanboys are damage controlling it right now. Like, people should be really upset about this, but they're not. The funny thing is, if you guys remember back to the E3 2013 when Microsoft announced the Xbox One, or they showed it off, and that was really a good E3 for them in my opinion. It was all very games focused and things like that. Not the reveal, because the reveal was something different altogether. So now when you look at what Sony did then, Sony got away with at their E3 just because they didn't have a camera in the box and were cheaper. They got away with saying, yeah, you're forced to pay to play online now, and everybody clapped to that. And if you don't believe me, go back and watch that E3. They like very slyly, very slickly slipped in, you know, hey, yeah, you gotta pay to play online now on PlayStation 4. It's not free. And nobody said anything. You know, nobody said anything about Sony's online passes either with the PS3. And they had those all the way up until the end when they pulled them just because they didn't want to be compared to Microsoft. But nobody was really complaining about them. Only the EA ones. Do you guys notice that? So again, this is one of those things where Sony's going to go around saying we're for the players. Really, they're for the payers. You know, just because they threw out a AAA game that's basically a dumpster fire and runs like trash for this past month doesn't mean that they should be charging more for that debacle of an online network. Because let's be real, until they actually do implement the ability to change your name on there, which that is the latest rumor / leak, it's not worth it. It just isn't worth it, and it's pretty unfortunate in my opinion. So I'm very curious to hear what you guys think about this. I will, of course, link this in the description so you guys can check it out. Let me know what you think. I would appreciate it. Sound off, rate, comment, subscribe, all this stuff. Rack 'em up. Crapgamer out.